Here we go. I think we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Apologies. I think my Wi-Fi cut out, but I mean, you're looking at it now. Known Stadium's gone up a few places. I think people are pitted, but here we go. KXI, the overtake, all the speed in the world with his DRS there.
Oh, a little slide as well.
But the Renault might be coming back here with the DRS against KXI. Does he go up the inside? Does he go up the inside? And he's just held it back a little bit. And this race just can be stuck behind him if he's got any more pace than KXI. And there we go. Andre already lapping in AlphaTauri in I think that's H Collins. So interestingly, Tekken's pitted whilst we've left you. I think he's pitted.
He gets a little bit of grass, a little bit of swerving.
Gosh, that's
known Asylum. He's gonna have the DRS, I believe, and he's now up to 5th with people pitting. Now up
P1, P1 has pitted. I repeat, P1 has pitted. J Sarge, where's he going to come out? Is he going to come out? He's going to come out ahead of Gavin Poynton. And this is a bit of clear air for J Sarge right now. I wonder if his teammate's going to allow him to just DRS him. I don't know. But his teammate's got a battle of his own.
The tyre types and the tyre wear are going to start to take an effect at the end of this race.
This is where it's all happening now. This is the execution phase. I mean, it's looking like J Sarge has the advantage at the moment. But interestingly, Skindog has gone 1 lap later, and he's into the pits now. He's going to have the 1 lap fresher tyres on J Sarge at the end of the race. Gavin Poynton has been disqualified from the session, multiple penalties. But I wonder how many seconds Skindog will come out behind. Because he's going to have 1 lap fresher tyres. It'll be interesting to see how much he can gain by the end of the race. Or will he gain at all? And here he comes, J Sarge. Very close between the hats. Alex Ham and Skindog come out virtually next to each other. They've just got a catch on their hands now. J Sarge, is he slowed down there? I think he's slowed down.
It looked like he had. That may have just been a problem for him with the controller.
I think he was being fair because he might have gained some time or maybe wants to fight, I guess.
Was there a
I mean, he's slowing down again.
That I missed?
Oh, I don't know.
I think there might have been a VSC actually.
I couldn't tell you. That's interesting that I've missed. It didn't show up at the top of our screens, did it?
No. But it's strange, but I think we're now back up to racing speed.
Tekken Tuoga, I think he must have had. Oh, there we go. He's on the softs, so he must have started with mediums, which explains why he was dropping those positions at the start. I mean, apologies for saying he had a problem. He just had the mediums on.
Oh, hang on! Huge collision up front. That's J Sarge. We have, I think it's one of the Mercedes.
Oh my word!
He's parked on the final corner, and J Sarge has come flying into him. He's lost wing, and that is huge. That is why that virtual safety car was on.
Well, I don't know. That's the Mercedes in the Slayer. Interestingly, he wasn't ghosted, and look at that. He's just completely running wide, and that is his race gone. I'm afraid. I think
that is
Alex Ham is taking the lead from Skindog, though. We've missed this at the front, and he's got the DRS for the next straight. So. I mean, we've missed that. This is our first race, but not great on the race director here. But KXI up 11 places. He's on the hards, interestingly. I don't know why he's gone with that tyre choice. He must just have the pace, and must have pitted lap 1 after a collision or something. I don't know.
There was.
I don't really
was the
know.
safety car in lap 1. That may have been
I guess it was a VSC, but. Interesting to go on the hards. Interesting decision. But here we go. Alex Ham is 1.6 seconds ahead of Skindog. He looks like he's got the race here. I think it was a lapped car that took J Sarge out. I mean, it's a real shame. He's down in P11 now as I'm switching
and
through.
nothing he could do about it. The car was stopped there in the track. I don't know.
He's down in
just
P11.
collided with it as he's blind to him as he's come around the corner, and he's Absolutely. I saw it that first time. He collided straight into him.
Did you have a look?
Yeah. I was watching him as it happened.
Here he comes into the pits. As I mean, everyone's taking him. And here we go.
Yep,
what was this? Oh my word! I accidentally skipped. Ian Macy takes on Noda Sinum. But look at this. This is great racing from the two of them. Here we go inside the board here. He's got no DRS whatsoever. Is he going to send it up the inside? Noda Sinum's leaving him space. He's going to hold back a little bit. That's interesting from him. I guess he kind of wants the DRS for the next section. He's still using that DRS. Get it down to 0 and it'll recover quicker. Known Asylum, he's on 0 ERS as well, and that's got, yeah, I was going to say, there we go, he's got a 3-second time penalty there as the lap car pulls over.
We have seen many time penalties here. Their pace, they have been pushing the boundaries on these corners, on the strict corner cutting. We have seen a fair few penalties handed out across the grid.
Here we go. Takatuo guy, I expect him to get the move done here on Ronan Soros. He's got 50% ERS, he's got the DRS. Here we go, here's the move that we want to see on the softs, and it looks easy as that. He's making a real charge through the field here.
I'd like to try and take
and here we go, he's gone right back up the inside and it's gone for the switchback. And he's just made it look easy. He's made Ronan Soros look like a fool there.
We have another battle going on at the front of the race between KXI, who's on the hards, and Indian Jesus, who's behind him on the softs. He's trying to push past him. Who,
interestingly, both of them come up 11 and 16 places respectively. It is a monumental effort from both of them there.
And this is the fight for a podium.
It is the fight for a podium.
Indian Jesus has got 3 laps to go. We're coming up to the DRS section.
He's got a penalty there. But,
and here we go, this could be the move.
No, he's got no ERS in the world. He's going to hold back here, and he's going to have a better exit as he's on the soft. A bit of slide from the KXI, but he's caddy worse exit, interestingly enough. It's a worse exit. He's slid a little bit of oversteer. He's going to have to go for the second. He's going to have to go for the third straight, interestingly. So can he just sort of wrap his car around here? This is where the drop-off's going to be around the softs. He's too far out to send it.
KXR is he's driving exceptionally well here to keep him out, defending well.
Andre has DNF'd, unfortunately, and as we look through the pack, Dfrl Hazard gone up 4 places from the start. He started in P11, so he started on the softs. Oh, I thought he would have started on the mediums, P11. Difference of strategy, but he started on the softs here. Indian Jesus, he's looking all over the back of KXI. Here we go. Surely he's going to get the overtake done here, or not, as he's still waiting buying his time. KXI, a bit weavy on the track. Indian Jesus, he's backed off. He's backed off for a better exit. And this is where
he's really just trying to get this clean overtake. He doesn't want any collision.
KXI's got a penalty there. This is where he's going to send it up the inside. Surely enough, and surely this is the move done. It's wheel to wheel. He's really banged his into the track there. But KSI comes back, and who has the DRS? The DRS is given to the Haas, and he's got ahead. Indian Jesus, a shift from him up to P3. I said at the start to keep your eye on him, as he is a quite astonishing effort. JR Morgan instantly all over the back of Takatuo to Oga. He's on the softs. JR Morgan in P6. I wonder if Tekken has taken over JR Morgan here and we've missed it. I mean, JR Morgan was looking quite slidey around that sector there.
Hang on, we've seen Indian Jesus go wide there. KXI is going to really come back at him.
He's got the run on him, and here we go. If he just gets this sector right through here, he's going to have the DRS. He's slided through there a little bit, and I think that might have cost him. But he's going to have the DRS, interesting enough, for the third sector. If he breaks a bit earlier and gets a better exit, and that's what we're looking at right here, he's going to get a better exit out here, nudging him through, and look at this.
It is those softer tyres, and of course those hards will be many laps old now.
I don't think he's going to get it done, and he's gone extremely wide round there, and that's lost him quite a bit of time.
I think that's just a bit of impatience there. He really wanted to get by, and it wasn't quite on.
Oh, and a big snap of oversteer for JR Morgan. This is where you see the people that pitted on lap 1 with the VSC, their tyres are really, really dropping off now.
And now we're into the final lap for Alex Ham. He's looking to coast this round. He's got a 5-second lead. I'm expecting for him to take this win.
But hang on, how big is his lead? Because
it's a 5.6 seconds, 5.7 seconds.
Let's have a look for Alex Ham down here. Alex Ham, we've got a 3. So we've got a 3 second for Alex Ham. I don't know why it hasn't told us how much he has. That's 3. I think. I think Alex Ham might have a 6-second penalty here, and it hasn't told us. I mean, I don't know why it's not telling us here, but
that is interesting. Actually, yeah, that's very interesting.
I think he could have a 3 or 6 second penalty. I might have missed something, but even if it's 6 seconds, he's got the bridge, and it's coming down to 5.9.
Well, it's going to be very close if it is in KXI. Coming down to the line. They've both had penalties as well.
Indian Jesus, a great
Second tour finishes. Second tour actually only finishing 1/10 behind KXI there. That shows the penalties that KXI must have had there, trying to defend and trying to overtake.
But in the end, Alex Ham prevails after J Sarge, an unfortunate crashing into the Mercedes.
There we go. That is race 1 of today done, and it was Alex Ham that took it. And there is your driver of the day, Indian Jesus. I forget how many places. Was it 16 places that he gained? But that is a brilliant race, and that look at the Haas, P1 and P3, on the podium there.
Well, what was your thoughts after that race? I mean, they all looked good. Driver of the day from me has to go to Indian Jesus. What about you?
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I mean, he took so many places. He got himself right up there onto the podium. He
from
started
P20 on the grid. Exactly.
20th position. And he's got himself on the podium. That's incredible stuff. We see the fastest lap was J Sarge. He was out in front for a while. But that unfortunate incident did leave him down in 13th at the end of the race, not picking up any points. But of course, this is only pre-season, so it'll just be getting to know one another on the track, and we'll see how they compete in the next race as well.
I don't know whether you should have left the session. I don't know what's happening here. Are you spectating, Per? Are you in?
I'm not here.
Do I need to invite you? Alright.
I know. I'm gonna need another invite and then I'll...
Okay. Hopefully the stream's still going. I think I had a few internet issues on the first run out there, but it's just a tester. I mean, I will get it sorted for next time. I mean, I just shut my family off the Wi-Fi. But there we go. I'm interested for Brazil. Brazil's a very, very nice track to spectate at.
I think we will be looking for downforce setups again.
Although
that.
it does have the very, very long straight and the a nice DRS. The second
It's another
straight.
one. It's similar to Austria in the fact that, you know, any setup could be preferred, and you gain time in different places.
And a lot of invalidations I'm expecting here, especially on the first two corners.
Again,
it's great
we're gonna
historic
see
track.
Yeah. No, we're just waiting for I don't know. I'm just waiting for the rest of the drivers to come in and ready themselves. Oh, I don't. I'm looking now at the 14th position in the entrance list. Oh, I see Corby 424. I don't remember him being in the last race. Blaze, I don't know if you know anything about this.
Pardon?
The Red Bull in number 14, Corby 424. I can't remember him racing in the last race. Maybe he just was kind of out of the image, but.
What is this? Look at this. 115 wins. 181 Oh, I got my stats here. I don't know how. I've never seen this before. Front wings replaced 91. In league races, I've had 53 wins. 75 podium finishes. Unranked. Ranked, I've had 37 wins. How many races have I done? 135. It's quite a poor ranked record. Career, this is where I like to see career. 38 wins. Flashbacks used 5,800.
Wow.
Wow, that's quite a big stat, isn't it? Well, there you go. I don't know how I've done this. I don't know how long we're taking to get back into the race.
Well, we only have 17 drivers here. We may still be waiting for a few.
We're just sitting here now waiting for another race to start. You know, I said before, but I do love a Brazil. A very narrow track, as we're looking into our preview. A very narrow track. So maybe not. I mean, overtakes galore on the straights, obviously, but if you've got someone slower in front of you, you're going to have to spend half the lap behind them, and especially if you can't get past them on the straights. That's really when you're gonna.
Yeah, because it's that DRS zone after the first 3 corners that will be the majority of overtakes. It will be interesting to see the strategy that will be put in place here. You can have DNFs at Brazil, and that can lead to safety cars, which, you know, in its turn plays its effect on the race. We'll see how, if that happens, what effect it may have.
Right, well, we've gone up to five viewers now. We're loading into Brazil. Welcome along, everyone, if you are new. I'm Blake's, joined with Beats here. And we're going into Brazil, our second race of the evening. Austria turned out eventful, let's say. The leader, he was ahead by, what, 3.5 seconds, crashed out under a lapped car. I couldn't imagine he would be that impressed about that, but
Ham in the end that took the win, and he feel definitely a slight chance of luck, but he had the chance and thought he raced very well in the end.
He drove a good race, but driver was really Indian Jesus. I'm excited to see what he does. If he does get a quali lap, not invalidated.
Yeah, of course, so he invalidated his quali lap last race, and that ended in, up to him, starting P20, moving up and getting that podium third position was very impressive. Let's see how he does here in Brazil.
And as we're just getting set up to qualifying, they're all picking their setups. I mean, it's hard to pick a downforce or a... Sometimes I'd go downforce, sometimes I'd go top speed. That's what I'm feeling. But I mean, it's hard to skip through here.
So many positions changing in the first few corners. It's Dfrl Hazard that's finished on top after those first few corners and coming down the straight. Indian Jesus moving around in the middle positions.
Slayer's P2. I wonder how far off the pace he is from Dfrl Hazard.
He is going very well around this downforce section.
I mean, it's changing and it's chopping, isn't it? They're all very, very close together. No one's invalidated yet, I don't think, which is I mean, it's a hard thing to not invalidate around Brazil.
But it can have a huge effect. Invalidated in a big lobby like that we have here.
And here we go, and he's had a bit of a wobble, Dfrl Hazard. You wonder whether the Slayers had a better exit and could have the P1 here. Depends how fast he's going up the straight, depends what their setup is. But it looks like Dfrl Hazard takes P1, and it is pole for Dfrl Hazard.
Just about.
And look how fast that lobby finished together. That was such a... I mean, it was within a second P1 to P15, I'm pretty sure. It was just...
It shows the high standards, Ria. Really, it does.
Immaculate.
There we go.
Yeah, look at that. So P1 to P10, 1.5 seconds. I mean, it drops off a bit, which you'd imagine they had some wobbles. But as we look at P1, Dfrl Hazard, he had a shaky quali last race. I don't think he ever got going, to be honest, in the race. I think he got to P7 in the end. Might have done.
But we do see the same Alex Ham, the winner of the last race. Jay Sarge, who was pole position last race. He's up there in 4th. Indian Jesus, who took 17 places, is up to 5th. So we are seeing a bit of a repeat of last race in terms of pace. And we'll see how it ends out.
It's not really about the pace here, though, for the quali is in one lap. It's about the race pace. And honestly, my bets are on Indian Jesus here. I think he could have it. I don't know how good he is at Brazil, but I'm really liking his racecraft.
And one thing I will say is one mistake in Brazil, if you get on the grass, you can spin very easily and it can cost you a lot of time. So it's about being very consistent with your lapping.
Absolutely, and I mean, as you saw, the field very, very close together in quali, so pit stops really are, the strategy here really, really is an essential thing. I just wonder, I don't know who's going to win, to be honest. I'm excited.
I mean, now they're going to be choosing those pit stop setups. What they're going to do now is that time. We're seeing a few people taking a bit longer. Slayer is in second position. He's going to be think about that tactic because it is going to, make or break his race, maybe.
And here we go. Well, the drivers have readied up. We'll go through a formation lap first. Pit stop strategy. Here we go. It's telling me the one stop for the softs to mediums is around lap 9. I don't know. It might be lap 11. But if you're going hards, I don't think anyone would really go for the hards. I don't know why you would, to be honest. It's just a weird strategy to go to the hards.
What I will say is, we have Indian Jesus who is on the mediums, so that may be a strategy that he's going to deploy.
I mean, look at that for a sight. They're all driving. I mean, they're all weaving, warming up their tyres.
Blix, I'm going to ask you what you think of Indian Jesus going on the mediums. It's in 5th position. Do you think that's going to be a good tactic for him?
Well, there we go. That's probably why he finished P5 then. I said from this, a P5 in the mediums. It's a very strong feat from him, and he's a bit of oversteer there. He's got to really warm up these mediums if he wants to have a good enough start, because he could well get taken quite a few places at the start.
And as we know, it's dangerous to be side by side.
And here we go. They're all lining up at the start. I'm excited to watch this, to see how it unfolds.
Last few cars
P1
into place.
for Dfrl Hazard. They're all coming in now. And here we go. And it's lights out and away we go. Dfrl Hazard's had a very strong start. I don't know why he's gone down. I don't see it changing from here, if I'm honest.
No, I think J Sarge, he's got the 3 seconds. It's not going to be close. No, I have to look at KXI. He's got 11 seconds. I don't know where he's going to finish. It may be 7th. It may be 8th. I mean, that completely depends. We see the Slayer and Tom HKR changing positions.
It's all in the swing now, because Dfrl Hazard, he's got a bit more ERS than Alex Ham, but he's got 3 lap less fresh tyres, which is quite a big hindrance to him. Which means Alex Ham, is gonna get quite a bit of advantage to sort of stay within that 3-second gap. TGF Sonzi is interesting. He's closing the gap 3/10, not a huge amount, but maybe Indian Jesus may have picked up a problem here. I'm not sure. It's now closing even more. It's just a downforce section. I wouldn't know, but Indian Jesus, no penalties. He's driven a solid race here. The Slayer is now back up to P11, looking up to Tom HKR. He looks as if he could have a run here.
Up. With 1 lap to go, that P3, P4 battle is out exactly 3 seconds. Hazard now has it over. He's now at 3.3 seconds back. So virtually he is in the lead. And J Sarge actually overtakes Alex Ham.
I just missed that, but interestingly enough, I was looking on the Dfrl Hazard screen, and Dfrl Hazard grabbed the... Oh, and that is it! Alex Ham has got the 3-second penalty, which means he has solidified his place in P5 here, unless he can make it back from J Sarge. I mean, that is just a real bummer for him, because
it's Dfrl Hazard.
Dfrl Hazard had the DRS off the lapped car. I mean, that was just a great advantage to him to get above that 3-second, and maybe Alex Ham just sort of lost it there behind J Sarge.
It's going to be the last lap. It's 4 tenths, 5 tenths for Alex Ham that he needs to gain. He's got to make a move on the straight for P4.
But here we go. I must question you now, pair, because Indian Jesus has won the race from P5 on the grid. A brilliant race from him. P2 goes to Shonzi. P3 surely goes to Dfrl Hazard, who's also had a great race. Unfortunately, I mean, he got crashed out. He crashed out, had a bad wing, and it's a great recovery drive from him. J Sarge P4, Alex Ham P5. KXI with quite a few penalties to his name. I don't think he's going to keep the P6, but he's probably going to keep P8.
I mean, Gavin Poynton, he's not going to take P.
Corby's surely going to come in P6 here.
Yeah,
Kickside, drive to penalty.
Corby, up to P6.
JR Morgan, good throughout race from him. Gavin Poynton, I mean, he's going to just drop him. He's got 18 seconds worth of penalties. Hang on, he's going to stay in P9 because top HKL is 26 seconds behind him. So fair enough to Gavin Poynton. He's got a good 2 points there.
Here we go.
And this is who we're really looking at now. The Slayer, who was in P1. He couldn't quite recover it. He was on full reds. It's just, it was sad for him. He tried to overtake Shipper. He tried to take Shipper as a legend, wouldn't it? And it was up in this where I'm looking at him now. So sad race for him, but by the end of the day, it is Indian Jesus and the driver of the day, TGF1 Sonzi. And to be honest, I couldn't agree more.
He did race well. We'll see here what position he qualified in.
I think he got up about 11 places, 11 places.
I didn't see him at the top half in that qualifying grid, so he must have come from very far back.
He did.
To take an eventual P2. Very impressive.
And here we go. He's lifting the trophy, the Haas of Indian Jesus. A thoroughly deserved race. A great.
Really good. I think he'll be really happy with this. And a pre-season, I think he's done very well. Third in the first. That third came from very far back on the grid. I mean, he's got to be very happy with that. And look at that fastest lap as well. Brilliant.
And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed. I mean, thoroughly enjoying for us 2 races. Brazil really showed a great race. Apologies for the Wi-Fi in the first race. It was my first time doing it, and it was just a test, really. This is also a test, but I hope you enjoyed it. It's been a good one. And if we look at the standings here, Indian Jesus, TGF Shonzi, and after both races, Indian Jesus comes home to take P1. Alex Ham second, but with 6 points. He would have had, I think he might have had the P2 if he didn't lose that 3 seconds Dfrl Hazard at the end. Dfrl Hazard P3, and there we go. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you enjoyed. From myself, Blakes, and obviously my co-commentator Beats.
It's been thoroughly enjoying. I very much enjoyed it. So yeah, see you in the
I
next
hope
one,
you enjoyed it, boys and girls. Obviously, thank you very much for watching. I'm out. Peace.